Okay. Okay. How about some drawing? No? Let's put some drawing. Okay. I said you can do advanced drawing in VB.NET. So let's do that. You just need to override the paint method. So paint. There's an object here. It's a paint event arcs. So that has a graphics property, and that's what we're gonna use. Okay, you have a lots of things here. Fill, ellipse. So like a fill ellipse. If you use draw ellipse, that's just the outline. Fill ellipse has something inside. Okay. Then brushes. That. Okay. Anong color gusto nyo? What's this? Please, let's try that. I don't know what that is. And then rectangle. Rectangle down. 0, 0, I don't know. 30, 30. Let's hope it's not gray, otherwise you won't see anything. Okay, there's something there. Okay, that's ito lang yung biscuit, no? Okay. So yeah, you can do drawing, no? And you can actually do animation if you think about it. You put a timer, and then the position of the drawing changes, so you can do some animations as well. Okay. Okay. Sometime lang. Okay. So sometime. I'll also show you how to do asynchronous events. Okay, what's that for? Okay, let's put a button here. Yeah, just told you so. Right. Okay, language. Default. Okay, button. Okay. Let's do a sleep. Let's make the program wait. Okay. So this simulates some kind of long-running computation. No? Let's say you're connecting to some service, some web service, no? Or your old database, or your Access 95 file. I don't know, something that's very slow. So if you click here, what? Your UI is unresponsive for 5 seconds. Okay? That's because everything's happening on a single queue. So like your resize or your UI updates, everything's happening on a single queue. Kasi Windows is kind of single-threaded siya. No? It's just one line of execution. So what you need to do is to make this asynchronous. So you kind of have another thread working on it. Okay? So how do you do that? Okay, what you need to do is you need to make a delegate. Okay, let's spin this off into its own sub. Okay. And then just to show that, let's make it compute for some kind of result. Okay, maybe let's put another button. This is not yet threaded, so okay, wait 5 seconds, nothing happening. No? Then when you get your UI back, ayan, meron na result, of course. Okay, but we're gonna make this into its own. Let's call this asynchronously. So how do you do that? Ah, sorry. Okay. Begin. Invoke. Okay. Ano? Some nothing. Yung mga ano siya. Okay. 0, di ba? Ayun, no? So, yung click that, 0 pa rin. Yun, may result na. Diba? So, it's like, you click button 2, it does something in the background. But you can still use your application. You can still use it. So, if I like, click this, I can still use it. Unlike before, na if I click this, the whole application is gonna wait. Okay? So, that's how you do asynchronous user interface. Okay. There's a final thing, no? Have you guys seen this? Paint.net. Okay, this is a .NET application, but it's like Photoshop. You can do like layers and all that. No? So this is something that is really possible with .NET. No? It's not just MS Paint. You can do some fancy stuff like gradients and all that. No? And this was built with .NET, and you can actually do this with VB.NET. So you don't need like C++ anymore. You can build really complex applications with just .NET. Okay. So, Alan? Or there's you have a short break. Okay. So let's have a short break, guys. Here's it's my program, my exe file. Okay. And then there you go. So that has all of my code. No?
Does it run on VB6?
Which one?
No.
Does it run on VB6? No, seriously.
No, I think this one runs actually .NET 4.
.NET.
There's a version for .NET 3.5 as well. There's an older program, it's Reflector. I think that runs on .NET 2.0.
For VB6.
For VB6, do you have any recommendations?
For decompiling, I don't think you can have. I'm sorry, the question is, your question is decompiling.
Yun yung concern nila, na wala na yung code nila ng VB.
Yeah. So it's kind of tough. Learn assembly, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, but this one advantage with .NET, so you can like pick out the program. That actually happened to me once. I lost my source code, so I just decompiled it. Then I got my source code back, sort of, without the comment. So that was really a lifesaver for me. Yep.
If you can use iPad to read somebody else's code, how can
Yes.
you protect your code?
That's called obfuscation. There are several techniques to do that. For example, you have a for loop. If you try to mess up the for loop, it will make like a while loop and then do some extra stuff. Or it will try to rename your variables into something useless.
Okay.
Because here, the code is very usable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
How do you call it again?
obfuscation.
Sorry,
Let me type that, obfuscation.
Pero si
The idea there-
Visual Studio has a
The
built-in
idea
one.
there is if someone tries to decompile your code, you are confusing
Yeah.
the hacker to actually modify your source.
Yes.
Anong pakita mo yung
Sa .NET?
obfuscator?
Excuse me, I have a
Default.
question.
Yung ginagamit yun eh. Ano yun?
Hindi dyan sa tools siya.
Yan,
Sa start. Hindi, start, yung start.
Dito.
Oh, nandun siya dun sa Visual Studio na, no.
Wow.
That,
Menu. You wanna go,
yung menu na ng
Wanna go,
programs. programs, yan, Visual Studio 2010, tapos,
Here? Ayan o, that
yan,
Piscator.
that Piscator. So yan yung default na kasama no, ng Visual Studio 2010.
Yes.
So ano siya?
Sige nga, let's try it. Let's try it.
It's a tool
Or
that...
can you configure it for somebody else lang, hindi ikaw? Para like saver mo pero hindi mo basa.
Hindi. Ang i-input niyo po dito yung ano eh,
Send.
yung DLL niyo eh, yung compiled na. So, sa inyo, kung nasa inyo pa yung code, walang problema. Pero dyan,
I-share nyo.
parang idadaan mo dyan yung
Ah,
DLLs mo in your Excel files.
When do you do that?
And then ano?
While
Before
coding
compilation?
or after?
After.
After compiling na. After
Before deploying your app.
Pero pag kasi pa, huwag mong gagawin muna. Kaya pwede mong i-compile.
Pero it's not foolproof kasi kung magaling yung hacker, kaya niya.
There are third-party na obfuscation tools that they claim na mas maganda pa yung ano nila, mas powerful pa yung obfuscation.
This is like the community edition eh. So,
So,
okay.
Yung ginagamit ito yung maliit. Kaya mahal siya. 2,000 yun. Talaga maliit ito.
1,000 US.
They need to close
Kaya ako
this
na
guy.
yung line. Kaya sa akin na.
Kasi gamit din yung... And then...
Ay, mag-run to.
Tapos...
Uy, doon, ano to?
Anong nangyari?
Yung ginagamit
Yan,
ko.
yung tagal ko na hindi nag-Windows Forms.
Pinapakita niya yung ano. Output.
Input assemblies, tapos...
Benefit siya. That's the skill.
I was expecting one or... Sige, hindi, okay lang yan. Parang warning lang yan eh.
Really?
Baka kasi nakatikip mo ka pa.
Okay, then let's
Let's have a...
That's the separate ano. Ready na yung dinner. So, ano muna tayo? Dinner muna tayo before the next.
3 p.m. So, we are used to handling events, correct? So, earlier, Jerome was presenting you about, if you click on the button, you could actually wire an event handler to that. However, there are a number of, deficiency in that particular scenario because you are coming up with a code that actually hook your UI elements with a code that actually corresponds to the interaction with your model. And I'm going to show you how you could actually avoid that. And then we will also talk about how to come up with a data access layer. Okay. So I understand that I think in the second session you were given in-depth discussion on how to come up with a data layer. Am I right? And then the third session, you were provided with understanding on how to create your middle tier, right? Tonight I'm going to continue working on that, and I'm going to give you a complete application. How you write your, you have your data layer, you have your middle tier, and then you have your UI, and then I'm going to give you a good, understanding on how you could separate the concerns among those tiers. Alright, so first let's talk about the technology of Microsoft, or the newest technology of Microsoft for user interface. And we call that Windows Presentation Foundation. Okay. Earlier, you were provided with information on how to use the Windows Forms, and as you could see, Windows Forms are basically the same with the with the look and feel and controls available in VB6, right? So if you are moving from VB6, parang, okay to parang they're similar, no? And the way you interact with the controls are essentially the same, except for a number of